Ladies and Germans, how are you all doing? I am Con Ulrich.
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, it's a new week. Of course, season two has been long gone, but we do still have Herr Roberts Super League going on. And today, on the big town of St. Mary Glees, Rang, I think we have the man of the hour himself, don't we?
So, the guy hosting the tournament and also playing in it, we have ourselves Herr Robert playing as the Guard Armor Division. And on the right hand side, we have ourselves Gonzo playing as the 2nd Panzer Division.
So tell me, we have two mechanized divisions on a town map. How does this play out?
Well, this is going to be rather interesting. In terms of who's going to have best control of the town, it's probably going to come down to Gonzo. He's got his A-face Sturm Pioneers, his own B-face Sturm Grenadiers, lovely CQC infantry for 2nd Infantry. For Guard Armor, it just comes down to more light vehicle play, using those Stuarts efficiently and lots of motorized rifles. And seems like Robert's using quite a few regular rifles as well. But it's going to be a pretty interesting matchup, because it's really going to come down to whether Gonzo can put the pressure on early on to stop, the traditional Guard Armored blob once they get into late game.
Well, and that's always the fear, at least for me. I won't lie. I'm usually, of course, rooting for the Trident on this one, just because I'm so sick of seeing the Guards Armored be so dominant.
But 2nd Panther's also pretty dominant too.
That's
These are
true.
both
That's
pretty
true.
dominant divisions.
Well, look at it this way. I mean, Second Panzer's representing the worst Justice League member, so he's got to win something.
Yeah,
He can't win at life.
yeah.
So, but seeing right now, of course, like you said, we are going to see the Germans taking a rather aggressive position, and with those flame troops too. I don't think rifle spam is going to be a particularly good idea against that.
Nah. British infantry, they really require a bit of fire support on the side to actually be pretty good, because we all know they'll just meet shield. You see, it just meant to buy time.
Until the more important vehicles get into the fight.
Yeah. That's how you play any British armored. Most British infantry in general. You get them shot at, and then Stuarts and other fire support, and the artillery comes in and saves the day.
I have a very small kind of optimization decision in your mind. Would it be better to have started with both those Stuarts on the main arterial?
Hmm.
If you're looking right now, I mean, generally the most conventional wisdom says you own this arterial, you get to see, thousands of meters down the way.
Oh, like a lot, like north a bit of the town.
No, literally the same one that the P4 is on right now.
Yeah, I'm guessing he was a bit cautious, because it would have worked with knocking out the half track scene in the first engagement with the CERN Pioneers, but also now we got the Panzer IV, yeah, and
I'm just trying to understand, I guess, that kind of, let's call it an opinion, more or less.
okay.
Pack track up north goes down to the
Oof,
Stuarts. Of
good
course,
kill.
the Stuarts are so dominant early on.
Yeah, especially because a lot of German stuff's just very light armor and classic stabilizers. Gotta love stabilizers.
Yeah.
I gotta mention that every cast I can. It's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have stock in that company.
yeah. I have stock in American Gyro stabilizers. It's confirmed.
Yeah, it is. It totally is, guys. Gyro stabilizers, Rang owns stock. You've heard it here first. But those half tracks, like you said, soft skin vehicles. And I think the Germans need to toughen up a bit. Not care so much about words. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but AT shells hurt forever.
Oh, they do. Oh, they do. But yeah, just classic
Wow.
town fight. I mean, Gonzo's doing very good with the Stern Pioneers used in the smoke. Rather efficiently, as the Southern Stern Pioneer is about to get killed in the open, which he probably could have saved it with a good place smoke. But you've got the Panzer IV engaged on the Stuart, and it's going to be risky. I think
And the pack track,
and the
actually.
pack track, he's going to win that engagement. And then Gonzo, yeah, it is, and that's going to be a dead Stuart.
Yes, and he's certainly not a family guy. I was actually surprised up north have been surprisingly mild. Usually we do see a much greater push, I would say, around the northern flank. But it seems both guys content to sit in their forests,
Yeah.
snipe at each other, and indeed create some long-range shots, but nothing else.
Yeah, and same thing down south. I mean, for down south, Gonzo just has a Panzer Shrek and a AT half track. It's pretty much right open.
Well, we talked about this, though. I mean, the second Panzer does not have a ton of eco early on.
Yeah, but they do make up for that with the veterancy, but you do have to, make a trade-off by having one side be very light off, especially considering a Panzer IV. It's a pretty expensive unit to get early on, 440 points. That's a bit of a dump in the pool.
Yes, it is. But you know what? Fine, 6 pounder going to be engaging those half track and P4s first to back on up. For half a second, I would have thought that one half track was moving south to pick up the rifle. Really, that rifle is the reason that Herr Robert has any kind of, I would say, territory advantage.
Yeah.
I was to say, calm down ever so slightly as a pack track explodes. Another one, geez, good guy.
Yeah, second 6-pounder here. They really want to kill the Panzer IV, which is a good call, because a Panzer IV is pretty much a major threat for Robert at this moment. See, he's starting to encroach it with Stuart from 3 different angles. So that's, we're 2 up north and 1 down south, so we'll see how that plays out, because that's a rather risky maneuver.
Does he have line of sight in that P4 right now? Oh my gosh, look at that line of sight there.
Oh,
that is beautiful. Oh!
What?
How that never happens. Guys, note this down.
What? The Stuart was aiming at the Panzer IV. It took him that long?
I think it was a sporting shot kind of thing. Yeah. It was like, you know what? I really feel bad for you guys. Usually you get wrecked all the time, so...
I think the Stuart gunner was blind.
Yeah, you know what? I had heard that Ray Charles did surf on the front lines. Well, I was just almost watching that Shrek team was going to start dancing on down towards that Stuart. I mean, he wouldn't have made it knowing him, but he was moving.
He definitely could have got a nice kill out of the Shrek, but Gonzo has good pressure. He's got the town under his control. He's got the Panzer IV. Yeah, he just needs to, you know, get a bit of territory up north and down south, because he is still losing, even though he has good momentum, I'd say.
Well, and he has the central part of the field. I mean, this is the area you want to hold, obviously.
Yeah, this is the perfect spot of St. Mary-Glise. St. Mary-Glise is pretty much all about the town, most of the parts, unless you can push really hard on the flanks. But it's nice holding the town because you can control up north and down south if you decide to pretty easily with this town under your control.
So of course we are going to see a Humber move on in and tons of machine gun fire over here from the guards, and we've definitely talked about that too. You and I were actually talking just before we started recording this. How hyped are you actually for Steel Division 2's campaign?
Very hyped. Extremely hyped. Super hyped.
Yeah.
Like, 1-to-1 scale campaign? Sign me up. I'm going to have to control...
Hundreds of kilometers.
Yeah. Oh. How am I going to control 600 Panzers? Like, that's going to be a lot of effort, man, but I'm looking forward to it. And
Doob, no.
Oh, God knows how many Russian tanks, and a lot of them will be, you know, T-20s. Well, some of them be T-26s, I think.
Oh, of course. Well, the T-26s, the T-70s, you know, the POS stuff, really.
Yeah, it'll be like that game's version of the Hotchkiss tanks and Renault tanks.
Yes, yes. I have to admit, I am looking forward. Can you remind me, what was the battleship tank for the Soviets? I can't remember the designation. 35, okay.
That probably won't be in that because they were mostly destroyed in
the
well, they were few months.
So awful. Ooh, so Shrek team comes up and takes out a Stuart from max range, and that actually makes things far more scary.
Yeah, Gonzo's been on point with these Stuart kills. Like, he's been knocking him down and disallowing, you know, Robert from building up that scary tank blob.
Almost as terrifying with this pack track might be able, disables a Humber, or nearly so.
That's a perfect spot for the pack track.
Very weird. Something's going on here. Also, this is some really weird smoke going on. That pack track engaging the other half track.
Mm-hmm.
Normally I would think he'd be blocked by forest.
He should be blocked.
Yeah.
Oh, if you zoom in really close, there's actually like a small gap between the hedges for some reason. And you can't see it in the line of sight tool, but the unit can, so that's a bit of a bug.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really confused.
That is weird. Right, that's gonna be new meta, right? Yeah. You need a...
Snipe trap, sorry, snipe track confirmed. I couldn't say it there.
Oh god, the 6-pounder.
Yeah, internal fire over here on the P4, but luckily enough, wow.
He's gonna get saved just in the nick of time.
Well, it's the cavalry, you know? The cavalry has to race in at the nick of time. That's how it works, man. And that off-map column, what was that? Those are the oh my gosh, 170s? No.
Let's see. I think it's like 173 mil or 170s.
The ticklers, I can tell you that much. I mean,
Yeah,
the craters aren't that big.
this is more regular artillery. Even though the off-map came down, Roberts managed to get a foothold in the town, and he's still winning point rise, and he's managed to take back a bit of territory and got a bit more game control, I'd say.
True, true. But then again, he is much more GTL kind of guy than Gonzo is.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually are going to go into that time when the great Gonzo does get himself into high gear.
Yeah, and I think it's really going to come down to whether he can make it or break it in B phase.
Actually, you know what, too? We're recording this on the previous patch, so we're not even going to see when the artillery comes down either. The second barrage just come in, so we don't get to see artillery indicator. So it's much a surprise to us as it is to hear Robert.
Mm-hmm. It's like actually playing the match.
Yes. What? That Shrek squad has fired 4 times and he's killed at least 3 vehicles. He might be 4 for 4.
MVP of the match so far at Shrek squad. I mean, he's just been knocking Sturch out constantly. I want to see how many Sturch he killed so far. I mean, you see in the history tab, I think it's 4, maybe 5 Sturch.
It's been 5. Because that Shrek squad had 2 by himself. P4 had 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 5.
Damn.
Yeah, because the 3 Musketeers from before, they're all dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but yeah. Meantime, though, so what's going on? So we still have 5149.
Mm-hmm.
And we still haven't... we are now in Phase B. So are we going to see the P4 H and Js or no?
Probably going to see some more P4 reinforcements for sure. For sure. You are seeing an AT gun and an infantry squad being brought out from Gonzo, while Roberts is bringing out a rifle squad. Maybe he's going to be or 2 rifle squads. So I'm guessing Roberts going to save up a bit, maybe? Try to get like a proper tank on the field?
Okay,
or...
that motorized rifle, I'm sorry to interrupt, that motorized rifle has the most biggest BS Piat shot in the world. He fired a shot that landed, I shit you not, 35 or 40 meters from the P2 and killed it.
It just bounced off the road and then onto the Panzer II. It's new rubber Piat technology. Didn't you hear about it? It was like in the previous patch.
Well, the new rubber Piat, I'm pretty sure they just called it the Piat Mark II.
Yeah, the Piat Mark II, yeah.
43, 44, and they had it in Market Garden, didn't you know?
Yeah, and there was a prototype Mark III version which was heat-seeking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
that was the one that was top secret, so don't tell anyone.
Mum's the word, don't worry.
Mum's the word.
Firefly coming on.
Yep. Our 1-star Harris if her Robert had the deluxe edition, I believe, but still Firefly. That is, it's gonna be pretty good in this sort of like open field engagement before the town, but it's not gonna be useful once he gets into the town or for town fire support. And also there's the Pack 40 coming up. I believe that's the Pack 40. So
yes,
I don't think that Firefly has the best odds. And this is gonna be like a 2 to 3 star Pack 40, so he's not gonna miss.
Often. Oh come on! I think we both know that's true.
Yeah. Pack 40,
was going to engage. He was going to engage that AT gun. Instead, thought better of it.
Yeah, you always turn off the HE ammo with your AT guns. Top tip. Oh yeah, he's gonna get a line of sight, and he's pretty close too. It was closer, and he misses.
Told you.
Fair point.
You heard it here first. He does have another 50 meters. One more shot. No.
No.
Ooh, and the 140. Oh, a Sherman OP's coming in too. Lots of tickles coming on down.
Yeah, pretty much. Gonzo's very much focused. I mean, he has the town under his control, and he's trying to push past the town, but he's having a bit of difficulty with it. I think maybe for Gonzo, or even for both players, if we try to play on the flanks a bit more, because you could really do a good surprise attack if you just to put a bit of an offensive on the flanks. Especially for Robert, as Gonzo's defenses on his flanks is it's not pretty. It's almost Stalingrad levels.
The interesting thing for me, and I didn't really think about this until now.
Down.
Ooh,
before it even got a shot off, I believe the Panzer IV nicked it.
I was gonna say I saw the boom, but I didn't see the kill shot from it. So I was gonna ask, do you think though on this map that there's a slight bias to the left, and I don't mean Allied bias, I mean like to the left of this town. I feel like if you push through, there's that slight concave that allows you to almost form that perfect kind of defense for someone trying to rupture the middle.
Yeah.
And I legitimately never noticed it right now. But you're saying he is certainly having issues pushing through. The
Yeah.
reason for that is just those tree lines are absolutely stellar.
Mm-hmm. The right hand side, I mean, you do have a bit more tree lines to stop you from pushing right, but there's some
I don't
pretty
know.
good cover positions too.
I don't know. Last Stewart might be going down soon.
Yeah, those AT half tracks about to pop a shot on him.
Grenadillas. Bro, moving on in. He's totally going for that one.
Yeah.
Yep. The AT play has been on point after the first, like, I don't know, like three,
Yeah.
4 minutes of the game for the Germans.
I don't know, he's just been picking off everything, and I think his first Panther 4 that he got is dead now, but still.
Is it? No, I think it's the same one.
Is it?
Yep. I mean, 20 rounds of AT
Oh yeah,
ammo?
oh yeah,
It's
sorry.
the same bro.
I was only sure I had one star veteran sheet, but it was buffed up to 2 because the leader unit, my bad.
Yeah, so Vesp over here engaging a mortar team that is desperately trying to suppress the AT guns. They succeed, but that Vesp is still quite dangerous.
Yeah, damn, it's been a while since we've seen a Resp, I think. Like, I barely see him. Like, personally, in my play.
Recon
Or in the
Panther.
replays. Oh,
Recon Panther.
Ah, he's gonna be able to see everything now. What a perfect recon unit. You know what makes the Recon Panther such a good recon unit, Khan?
Sitting outside the tank with binoculars?
Because it's so tall, you can just see over everything.
Good
you know?
point. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, you can't really hide it, but, I mean, it's a recon tank. It's meant to see first, hide second.
Exactly.
Pretty
exactly.
self-explanatory stuff, right? Yeah.
Oh, I've watched Pentagon Wars. That's what happened with the Bradley, right?
We just need to put a bunch of opticals on it and call it a day.
And portholes at the side, so
And
guys can stick out their
portholes.
guns and shoot people.
But Khan, what are we? The Navy? I hope some people got that reference.
I hope
really
so too.
do.
It's a sad movie, but it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Second Sherman OP coming on in. So this is interesting. He's investing a lot into his off-map Collins. He does have a legit Sherman up north. And I think I'm struck by how much more just track play there's been as opposed to tank play from Gonzo. And it's working.
Yeah, it's working really well. I mean, he's in, like, the area of the map where, doing lots of tanks. I mean, could work, but he's doing pretty good with just Panda Shreks and, like, vehicle play. Because, a Pack 36 half track at close range is just as deadly as a Panzer IV. Unless it runs into a Piat squad like up north. It could just dodge a Piat because it's a Piat. And he's just going to flank the entire force.
After that obnoxiousness that happened with that P2, don't even start me on the Piat stuff.
Yeah.
But if they clean these guys up, that it's not going to give 57%, but it could really threaten, I would say, the Guards' northern flank.
This is really good pressure here from Gonzo. He's getting those much needed points that he needs. And this Recon Panther should help keep the middle under control. Just as long as he doesn't lose his Firefly, it's going to be...
Ooh. You ask, and it does. Caster's Curse right there. P4 takes out the Firefly in one shot.
That's a very good kill from Gonzo. That's going to tip the scale in his favor. As every Firefly, every tank that Gonzo can kill out of Robert is going to put him back from that inevitable scary tank blob.
I know, of course, now the division's really specifically known for their air power, but I'm surprised we haven't seen any air power whatsoever. No strafing, no AT planes, nothing.
Not even like a recon plane from second. Like the fast Fokker.
It's always kind of interesting when you have a fast Fokker up there.
I know, you barely see it, it's so bloody fast.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. But this is a really good position for Robert at the moment. As
Robert?
time... Oh, Gonzo, my bad.
I was confused. I was like, I did not expect to hear that.
No, yeah, Robert's doing great. He's only losing by a +1 point advantage, but everything's going fine. But, pretty much for Gonzo, with that Recon Panther, he can pretty much shut off any reinforcements from coming into the town. So he has that under control for now, unless, like, a sneaky 17-pounder or something pops in. So it's just allowing him to, spend resources and time in reinforcing up north. And by God, he's got a lot of infantry to reinforce up north.
Well, it's about time. I mean, he's been letting it kind of sit there the entire time, and
Yeah.
Horst Remsch is coming on in as well. He's looking to support that northern flank. Great call. However, we still do have another Firefly moving in, and that Firefly will make himself known against that half-track.
Yeah.
One thing that continues to be kind of funny is we see absolutely no movement from that initial Shrek squad and that initial pack track to the south.
Yeah, I'm really quite surprised. Even just bringing like a Storm Grenadier just to capture some extra territory, you know, would be a good idea, but I think this is really hurting Gonzo quite a bit, because this is some pretty easy territory just to get back 2% or so.
He's at the +2 right now, so
Oh, damn.
maybe not be too concerned about it. And I think there might be is that a 50. That's a 6-pounder coming in, isn't it? Bedford.
Let's see.
I-
I think it's a 6er. No, it's a 17er. It's a big boy.
Really?
Yeah, zoom in.
Huh. Very, very strange. I don't know. I realize maybe it's just the perspective of it, but it just doesn't look quite as big as I thought it would be.
That's what she said.
That's never what I've heard. I knew that was coming though, but in fact it's a 17-pounder.
You all tried into it.
I know. Well, you know what? It was okay. It's in the bush. Okay, I couldn't see it. Once you get it out of the bush, it looks much bigger. Okay.
I prefer. I prefer not to go bushwhacking. Thank you very much.
Hey, sometimes you gotta get in the weeds, man.
Oh yeah, same. But yeah, Panther's definitely going in, going in thick as you see, taking it head on.
Thank God for the MG, because otherwise he would have been dead in one more shot. He was crew knocked out for another couple of seconds. It went more than enough. And a plane! The plane! Not sure if anybody got that reference, but that's... I grew up with older TV shows, that's all I can say.
Sorry, just roosted over me.
What's that? Whooshed over?
Yeah, just roosted over me.
Fantasy Island.
Pardon?
I don't know. Fantasy Island.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Have you seen Man with the Golden Gun?
Nope.
Wow, the James Bond Man with the Golden Gun. Wow. Christopher Lee. Manga. But whatever. In any case, initial P4 continues to be up. Shooter knocked out. He's at a retreat right now, but that other Sherman is completely without any sort of artillery. And wow, Firefly and Panther take each other out, and the P4 dies too.
That's damn. That Panther and Firefly is just. That's some Final Destination shit, right? Yeah, both killing each other at the exact same time. Jeez.
Yeah, you know, it was like a Romeo and Juliet moment of tanks.
But there's another Pantheo, so all's good in the road for Gonzo.
Yes,
and it's a 2-star Panther, so it's an upgrade.
Yes, but that means the recon optics. Do you really want to have a Panther with enough recon optics?
That's true. I mean, maybe we should stick some binoculars in that one and we'll call it a day.
You know, whenever I see like a recon Panther, I always keep thinking of like that one German tank that you see Battle of the Bulge, where they're charging on a Bastogne and a machine gun comes and just takes out the commander. You know.
Oh yeah, imagine. The Patton tanks.
Yes, the Patton tanks.
Yeah, I love it when I use Patton. The Patton tanks, the fight Patton tanks, and in the summer, in the Battle of the Bulge.
And the only reason you know it snows is because they have it in 2 scenes.
Yeah.
But Charles Bronson aside, things are looking a little bit dire for those guards here.
Yeah, it's just losing 2 Fireflies and single engagements like that, and losing all Stuarts early on. Pretty much for guards, if you knock out the tanks, they're pretty much C-clawed, and Gonzo's been doing a pretty good job with that. The infantry can't really fight, sacking infantry out well, and yeah, I mean we're seeing Robert bring out like a Sherman every minute now, but that's really not going to be enough, especially with the Panther on the field and the 2
definitely not.
Panthers. You need something a bit meatier to kill out Panther.
You mean like a comet?
Yeah, a comet. I wish we had comets in this game, by God.
That would be absolutely insane.
It'd be like a fast, low profile, like high powered gun for British. Heck yeah.
That is one thing I will say that was also very, very present. Company of Hero 2 days.
Oh yeah.
We almost got ourselves a Bedford supply truck going up with all of that ammunition, but the Vesp is now Winchester for the moment. Yeah. I don't know if the guards can turn this around.
I highly doubt it. Gonzo's just got good positioning. He's got a +2 point advantage. And he's already fighting his Sherman, and he's going to have the slight advantage just because of the 2-star veterancy. And kaboom, here goes another Sherman.
+3 right now. That's not what I
Oof.
expected at all.
Yeah, South is just completely collapsed. Just because Gonzo decided to push it. With half
Except for that Shrek squad. Except for the half Except for the
The strike squad's like, okay, look, if we don't move, they're not going to tell us to attack, and we can just shit through his entire war.
There's a guy, oi, this is my swamp.
Shrek
The Shrek swamp, yeah, the Shrek squad. Got layers.
Oh god, it's all ogre now. We can't
yes,
help yet.
yes, it is all ogre. I'm sorry, I'm making an ass of myself. But there we go. Back down to the +2. Fuck Wolf's gonna come back in and just strafe the north. Oh no, J188. Oh yes, here we go.
Oh, and that's just look at how clumped up Robert's infantry is. And it's the cluster bombs, not the cluster. Yeah, it's the cluster bombs.
It's the clusters.
It's the butterflies.
Firecrackers.
Yeah.
Wow. I was not expecting this at all. I was expecting guards to get their kind of standard death ball and we kill.
Yeah, I was right. That Panzer IV staying alive for so long, getting so many kills was a real big benefit to Gonzo for that match. That helped him out immensely.
Well, we definitely know there are two
And the Shrek.
real VIPs. Yeah, the Shrek squad and that P4. I mean, the P4 had used something like 60 or 65% of its AP ammo. That does not happen.
Yeah, it does not happen. They usually just die.
Yeah.
Well, my Panzer IVs die.
Yeah.
Like, 8 armor does not mean a long and healthy life.
I mean,
I got 10 minutes of fame.
Yes, I was actually going to say maybe it's the environment, man. Like maybe the real home environment for a P4 is inside of town. That's the issue.
That's some thinking, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a natural habitat thing, man. But Herr Robert does tap out, and yep, the KD is kind of much more what I expected there. That was fairly dominant.
And looking at history, 1, 2, 3. I'm just counting how many Stuarts died.
Okay, I'll take a look at the kills.
I think I count 4 Stuarts dead in the first 10.
That P4 takes out 1, 2 Stuarts, Sherman OP,
Jesus Christ,
Firefly, rifles galore. That Shrek squad's got 3. Those are the real standouts right there. I mean, the Vespa as well, taking out 3 AT guns as well as that artillery. Fantastic.
Yeah, but that's ideal for Second Panzer. They really require those standout units just to kill an absolute crap ton to really make it work. And that's actually makes Second Panzer work. Damn. And looking at kills for guards, like...
Oh, there's a couple of standouts, but it's like they're like hat-trick heroes, and that's about it.
I'm shooting armored vehicles that can only return fire with a machine gun. Well, it's okay. There's 1 AT half-track, but still for Mr. Rogerson the Stuart.
Yes, but you know what? It's kind of like, hey, look, I killed 2 vehicles. Give me a how do I put this? Give me a Victoria Cross. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Hey, I'm actually a fighter race. I meant to kill myself. 5 Versats trooping.
Well done.
Yeah. I just kept strafing them.
But in the meantime, though, any other last-minute pearls of wisdom there, Ring?
None at all.
Sounds good. Folks, we'll be back on Thursday. Now, Thursday, who do we have on Thursday? Do you recall off the top of your head?
Nope.
Okay. I feel like there's a couple of C names out there, but guys, with that in mind, we will see you Thursday. This is Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.